making sure that he's a presence in and around the box, and that's what Arsenal needed. Now, we was looking at probably other players to come in. We was talking about Ivan Toney, but if he can lead the line like how we did today, they shouldn't have a problem with scoring goals. And you saw later on in the game, Gabriel Jesus came on, and he was very effective in what he done as well. So I think Mikel Arteta is in a good place with going forward.
But when you have an attacker who's high in confidence like that, Sharpie, when there are talks about, OK, I'm going to get another striker in to, you know, be an option, does that dent your confidence a little bit when you know you've worked so hard to get to this point?
I think it can do, maybe a little bit, but I think also, I'm guessing that Mikel Arteta is a very good communicator with his players, and I'm sure he's filled him with confidence, he's filled him with trust. He knows that he wants to play him up there. He knows he's probably telling Havertz that he can score more goals, that he trusts him and he believes in him. And I think you're seeing the sort of results of that today.
Do you think he can score more goals? Because I think at the end of last season, yes, we have seen improvements, Gary, but there were some chances where you thought, OK, if he just improved on his finishing, Arsenal would have had more goals last season.
Well, he finished very strongly last season, didn't he, with a lot of goals in the final part of the season, and he started this season with 1 in 1. So can he score more goals? I think he needs to score more goals because he's clever enough to find himself in positions. When he gets delivered the ball, his touch is good and he creates opportunities. I don't think he's a natural goal scorer. And that's why I said at the start of the programme, I don't think he's going to be a 20-goal a season player for them. Can
he not be that, though? Do you not think his improvements will progressively get better?
Well, I've said no, so no, I don't think he can.
You think that's his ceiling, this is what his role
but that's not to say that he's not going to be a regular in the side, because I think he contributes hugely in other areas as well. The link-up play, his movement, he drops short, he pulls players out of position, he generates space for teammates as well. So, you know, he's not going to score you 20 goals in a season, but he's going to give you an awful lot as a team player.
With 2 weeks left to the transfer window, if Arsenal only have Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus as their option, right, as your potential central striker, can they win the Premier League with that?
Well, they came pretty close last season. Now they know that, as I said at the start of the game, third time lucky, you know. So now they know that they did come up short goal-wise. And hopefully Kai Havertz now knows going into this season, especially off the back of last season when he was scoring at free will, he'd won it, and he was scoring for his international team, Germany, as well. So hopefully he can use that as confidence and a springboard to make sure that he does get the goals that's required. And I think Mikel Arteta, and answering your question before as well, as a striker, when you see you're linked to another striker, sometimes that does up your game. Maybe it's all tactics for Arteta to get more out of him. You never know, but you do up your game if you know there's another striker coming in, and if you need to get those goals, you will get them.
Sharpie, do you think they'll go without, say, an elite centre-forward? Can they win with Havertz and Jesus?
That's a $64 million question. I think
crystal ball.
Yeah, it's difficult. I think he's got the ability to score goals. I agree with Gary. I don't think he's that natural poacher of goals, but he can create his own goals. I think Arsenal are the sort of team that can create that many chances that, by the law of averages, says he'll get that many opportunities that he could possibly score 20. It's whether he believes that he can, and that's half the battle.
Gary, I'm going to make you make the decision for our